Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Diego with my beautiful wife, Karina, trying to get on the camera. We're here for the K1 Visa live stream, the green card processing channel, your YouTube channel to help you get your K1 visa and your green card or your spousal visa or your tourist visa for free so you don't have to spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars with immigration attorneys. Because the process is very easy if you're just willing to put the effort in. Take the time to learn the process, put in the effort, do the paperwork properly, and it's not hard to do. Now, I'm not an immigration attorney. I don't give you any legal advice. I don't work for USCIS. And I definitely don't work for those companies that charge you lots of money to process K1 visas and green cards, etc. If you know how to read and write, let's suppose you didn't even graduate from high school, okay? You can do the paperwork for a green card or a K1 visa. It's not difficult. Now we have James McLean in the house. Hello, Diego. I just mailed off my I-129F packet today. That's good. Okay, James. Well, I'm going to give you a brand new Mountain Dew here. I'll give you a brand new Mountain Dew. Boof! Salute for getting your I-129F packet off in the mail. And you went over it, right? Before you mailed in your K1 visa package, you went over it, James, very carefully, right? Very, very carefully. You made sure you didn't make any typos on anything. You didn't mess up any dates, passport numbers. You signed it and dated it, right? You included lots and lots and lots of pictures of you guys together in your relationship. Lots of evidence of you guys being together, right? Plane tickets, boarding passes, hotel receipts, dinner date receipts, Christmas presents, birthday present receipts. You got it all included. The certified copy of any divorce decrees, your biographic page of your passport, biographic page of your beneficiary's passport. You did all that, right? You didn't miss anything. Alexa Digitalis. Man, that's a cool name right there, Alexa. Hi, Diego. A question. Tengo una pregunta. How long is the work permit good for? I heard cases where the permit is good from 1 to 5 years. What determines the time frame? Well, when you apply for a green card and you include your work permit application in the green card application, which you must do, the work permit is good for 5 years. 5 años. Dwayne Bickelman, July 23rd, my K1 visa was sent to the Department of State. That's a Mountain Dew salute. So it went to the National Visa Center in New Hampshire. Good job. Now you're just going to wait for them to assign a case number and give you an in-transit status when they ship it to the embassy. Whatever country it is, I don't know. Whatever country it goes to. Juanita. Hi, Diego and Karina. Hi, Juanita. ¿Cómo estás? How long does the embassy take to schedule an interview date and notify me that the date for the CR1 immediate relative visa? Well, if you're on a CR1 spousal visa, the embassy schedules the visa interview for you at the embassy in whatever country that is. You've been documentally qualified for 4 weeks. That's a shorter period of time. And I've not been notified. Do you suggest I reach out to someone at the embassy, and how do I do it? Send an inquiry to the National Visa Center. Say you've been waiting for a month. Can you please tell me how much longer do I have to wait for a visa interview to be scheduled by you guys at the embassy? But Juanita, you got to remind me what country. What country? Tell me what country. I can give you guys more specific information if you tell me what country. Like if it's Colombia. How do you do it? Send an inquiry to the National Visa Center. Okay? That's how you do it. It's not difficult. And Dwayne's K1 visa was sent to the NBC. Let me see here. James McLean, we spent 2 months putting it together. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. You didn't rush. You spent 2 months putting it together. Let me see. Let me read everything that you said here. It's very strong. I'm just worried because I owe back taxes. Here's what you do. You go to your bank. You take out a signature loan. You pay the IRS the money that they keep stealing from you every year and every month that they say you owe them. But really, I don't see why anybody owes taxes to the IRS. It's the biggest fever is like the Great Train Robbery, right, of 1963 in England. Go to the bank, get a signature loan, pay off the IRS, and then pay back the bank. That's what I would do. But it's not going to be too much of a problem, James, as long as you get all your back taxes paid off before your beneficiary applies for U.S. citizenship. Then it becomes a problem because your beneficiary is going to be a joint is going to be paying taxes with you jointly, right? So that means your beneficiary from a foreign country owes the U.S. government money through you being married to you. So get it all cleared up before she applies for U.S. citizenship. That's all you got to do. Dwayne, Manila, Philippines. Okay. Well, that's good. That's great. And so it shouldn't take long. The U.S. Embassy in Manila is moving things pretty fast. The K-1 visas are getting processed pretty quickly. So remember now, James, let me see here. I don't want to miss up. Make sure, Dwayne, that your beneficiary understands she has to have a medical exam. She has to have a medical exam at the St. Luke's Hospital Extension. All right, and be prepared for a sputum test. They may ask her to do a sputum test for TB. So just be prepared for that at the embassy in Manila, for the civil surgeon, not the embassy, the doctor. Okay? Binay Mohammed. Binay, what's going on? Hello, Diego and Karina. Wishing you the best. Same for you. I'm still waiting on the embassy to answer my 221G. It's more than 4 months now. I hope they answer soon. Binay, send an email to the embassy. Check in. Check in with the embassy. That keeps your NOA2 letter extended because on your NOA2 letter, there's a 4-month window of time, right? You got to keep in touch with the embassy. Keep checking in with them so they don't time you out on your NOA2 letter. All right? Juanita is in Bogota, Colombia. That's right. I remember in Bogota. So did you change the process? Did you go from K1 to spousal visa? What happened? I don't know. Maybe that was somebody else. Juanita. Alex Digitalis. Thanks, Diego. Thank you so much. Hi, Karina. Hola, Karina. And Juanita's in Bogota. Francois Livingston. Good evening, Diego and Karina. Francois is in the house. Now, Francois is from upstate New York. She lives in upstate New York, and her K1 visa interview for Hamid, her future husband, is on September 18th at the U.S. Embassy in the United Arab Emirates. And it's very hot in the United Arab Emirates. To our beautiful friends in the UAE, stay cool and hydrated. Drink lots of Mountain Dew so you don't get dehydrated, okay? And Dina Ali is talking to Benay. Benay, did you fill out the DS 5535? That's Department of State Form 5535. That's for security checks. That's an extra security check form. Dina Ali, my fiance, he's in administrative processing. Right. That's right, Dina. James McLean, will back taxes prevent the K1 visa from being approved? No. It's not going to stop you. I will definitely have it paid off before we apply for citizenship. James, it's not going to stop you getting a K1 visa. It's not going to stop you getting a green card, but it will be a problem when your beneficiary applies for U.S. citizenship because, you hear that big storm blowing in? The joys of living in northern Florida. Every day's a rainstorm. So, James, you got to get it paid off before she applies for citizenship. It's not going to affect your K1 visa or green card application. Bud Garcia, hello, Diego and Karina from Washington State. Bud Garcia is in the house. His bride-to-be is coming to the United States from Thailand. She successfully passed her K1 visa interview at the U.S. Embassy in Bangkok. So did Larry Piercy's bride-to-be, but we don't know what happened to Larry Piercy. I think he got abducted by aliens because nobody knows where he is. Maybe Bud knows. Excuse me. Let me see. Francois, when Karina went to a doctor in Bogota, Colombia, yes, she did they question why and how quickly they did start the vaccines? No. They just want to see she got the vaccines. They couldn't care. Man, I got Mountain Dew burps. They couldn't care less how quick she got them. They just wanted to see that she had them. Hamid is having such a hard time. If he cannot get the vaccines, okay, Francois, if he can't get them done in the United Arab Emirates, get them done in the United States. What you need to do, Francois, your homework for this weekend is to find a civil surgeon that can give medical exams for green cards. And you need to find a place where Hamid can get his vaccinations done in case he cannot get them done in the United Arab Emirates. It's not going to stop him from coming to the United States, but he's got to have them for the green card. Okay? Francois, so your homework assignment, now you're always top of the class, you never fail a test, is to find a doctor, a civil surgeon in upstate New York that can do green card medical exams and vaccinations. You got that's your job assignment. Okay? Plan ahead. Remember, plan ahead. Carlos Taylor, we picked up the K1 visas from the mailbox service in Las Vegas today. What's our next move? In Las Vegas or La Vega? Why are they mailing K1 visas to a mailbox in Las Vegas or La Vega? Unconfuse me. Where is La Vega? But if La Vega is in a foreign country, which I'm going to assume it is, and you picked up the K1 visa, and you said visa, so I'm going to assume there's a child with a K2 included. If you got them in your hand, make sure there's no errors in the visa paper in the K1 visa or K2s. There's no mistakes. You buy plane tickets and fly to the United States. That's what you do, so you can get married. Okay? So the question is, we picked up the K1 visas. Can you hear the thunder out there, guys? Isn't that cool? Las Vegas Drive. La Vega Drive, okay. If you picked up the visas, buy plane tickets, get on a plane, and fly to the United States. Come home. Bring everybody home. Dwayne Bickelman. Yeah, we have been talking about that. We are preparing for the medical and interview, then also the DS-160. The DS-160 is very easy. It's a Department of State Form 160. It's easy to do. Just take your time filling it out. Or your beneficiary, don't rush. Dina Ali, where did you know you interviewed Binay Muhammad? Mike A was your best man. So glad to see you too. Dina Ali, hi Diego and Karina. Diego, I'm almost 6 months and nothing. Dina Ali, you got to get some emails going to the embassy, and you got to be getting hold of your senator in your state where you live, right? I think you live in California. You got to get your U.S. senators involved. Binay Muhammad Ali, I had my interview in Doha, Qatar. I'm from Iraq, beautiful country. Iraq, beautiful country. And I'm in administrative processing from March 1st. Didn't file. What is a DS-5535? That is a security check form. Mike A, big storm in Santa Rosa County. I think so. There's always a big storm in Florida somewhere. Okay? And honestly, I'm getting sick and tired of it. I'm getting tired of it. I'm thinking, man, do I have to board up the windows for a freaking hurricane? Okay. Let's see. Binay Muhammad is talking to Dina Ali. Okay. Binay Muhammad, it's very stressful. Yes, it is. This whole process is not easy, guys. It's stressful. The waiting, the processing, the not knowing what the heck's going on. But you're going to get your K1 visa. I helped a lady from Iran get her K1 visa. I helped her get from Iran, okay, to Turkey. And got her out of Turkey she followed my advice. She said, well, I'm Iranian. I said, that's great. We love Iranians. We love you guys. Americans have got no problems with Iranians, but we sure don't like the Iranian government. I mean, the Iranian government's the problem, not the people. You guys want to get free just like anybody, right? Mountain Dew salute to the citizens of Iran and Iraq. You just want to live free, right? Be happy. But sometimes governments get in the way. But I helped this lady get from Iran to the United States. And so she said, well, when I got her K1 visa, I helped her with her whole packet. When she got it approved at the embassy in Turkey, she went into a 221G administrative hold because she's Iranian. She got her K1 visa after waiting for the administrative hold to get processed. Now she lives in California, happily married. I think it's in California is where she lives. So Dina, Ali, and Muhammad, you're going to get your visas, okay? Just got to wait it out. Wait it out. But you got to maintain contact with the immigration. Dina, Ali, do you live in Iraq? Destiny's Room, hi there, Destiny's Room. And Benay Muhammad, thank you for your information. Yes, I live in Kurdistan of Iraq. Well, the Kurds are they have their own I don't know. It's like northern, it's like people from New York and people from Tennessee, right? They're Americans, but they got their own way of doing things. So we love the folks in the Kurds also. Good people. And you live in Kurdistan. Mike, that was a big boom in Santa Rosa County. Yeah, well, I'm used to it. But Karina, not so much. Karina's like, what the heck? Bud Garcia, Larry and his fiance is on their way to the United States. So Larry Piercy and his fiance from from Thailand, they're on their way to the United States, and they are probably on the plane still. They left Bangkok yesterday morning. Yeah. So Thailandia, but it's 24 hours on a freaking airplane from Thailand to the United States. That's why. Now my dad lives in Thailand. He got married to a lady. My mom died. He married a lady from Thailand, and he kept badgering me to go to Thailand. I said, Dad, you're out of your mind. It's 24 hours on a freaking plane. It was bad enough. I had to fly to Colombia. It was 8 hours, 10 hours. That was more than plenty. Francois, his hepatitis came back good. That's good. Today they were asking him questions which I find irrelevant, but who am I to question? Just if immigration say jump 5 feet, you jump 5 feet, right? Now it could take a week till they get back to him, but you're in process, right? You're in process. Mike, hey, hola, Senior Chief Icarina, big storm in Santa Rosa County. So glad to see you too. Let's grab coffee. You got it. But right now, I'm on Mountain Dew. Francois Livingston, are you saying he doesn't need those vaccinations to come to the USA? He doesn't need all the vaccinations to come to the USA. If he can't get them all done, he can get them completed in the United States. Francois, if you can't get them all done, if you're missing 1 or 2 or 3, the civil surgeon will say he's missing these 3, but you can get them done in America. And then you make sure you get them done in the United States, in New York, upstate New York, before you file for the green card. Okay? You got it, Francois? Benay Muhammad, Diego, the embassy didn't ask for any informational documents. I had to fill out DS5535. No, not if they didn't ask you to, then no. What is the form for? DS5535 is a Department of State form where they ask you more questions about your background for a security check. If they didn't feel like they had to do an extra security check on you, then they didn't ask you to fill out the form. But they're checking you out some other way. James McLean, currently how long is it taking to go from NOA 1 to NOA 2? 6 to 8 months. Mike Mike Bell in the house. Mike, what's going on, Mike? Now, Mike was the best man at our wedding. He was the best man. Mike put it together. He made it happen. He's our best man at our wedding. He's on the live stream hanging out with us today. Dina Ali, what that mean, Diego? Get who involved? You're senator. Dina Ali, you're a U.S. citizen living in somewhere in America, right? Contact your U.S. senator and ask him or her to help you with your case. Call your U.S. senator. Google, where do you live? California. U.S. Senator, California. If you live in Tennessee, type U.S. Senators, Tennessee, and get the phone numbers. Call them. Say, hey, I need your help. I need your help. I need your help. Okay? We pay the senators and the congressmen their salaries out of our taxes. We pay taxes, which pays the senator's salary. They work for us. We don't work for them. They work for us. We pay their salary. Get them to work. Help you. Have them help you, Dina. What do you need to do? Call your U.S. senator and ask him to help you with your K1 visa case that's stuck in limbo. Okay. Carlos Taylor, what happens when we fly in, and do we have to do in an international airport? You fly into the United States and you have to check in with the U.S. Customs, the Border Patrol, U.S. Customs. Okay, I call them all Border Patrol agents, but somebody said they're Customs and Border agents, and then there's Border Patrol officers, and they're all Border Patrol. You got to check in. When you arrive in America, you have to take your K1 visa package out of your carry-on bag and give it to the Border Patrol officer. He will open it up, or she will open it up, and process your I-94 and ask you a few questions and welcome you to America. What happens when we fly in, and do we have to fly into an international airport? Yeah, you have to. You got to check in with immigration. You got to do a face-to-face interview with a Border Patrol officer or customs agent, whatever the heck you want to call them. Let me see. Francois. Dina Alley's laughing. Come on, there you go. Come on, Dina. Stay positive. Dina Alley, stay positive, okay? Francois Livingston, there you go. I'm ahead of you. There is a civil surgeon in town I live in. There you go. Call him up. Ask him how much does it cost for a medical exam for a green card. Call it, and then ask him. Ask the civil surgeon, male or female, doesn't matter. What is the procedure for the vaccinations? The civil surgeon will tell you, and they give you more comfort and help you get through this process, okay? And it will confirm everything I'm telling you. Anta Imbu, hi, I wanted to ask, I have an interview June 24th, okay, but still now I can get my visa. I'm still waiting for it, but I couldn't get it. Still don't know what is the problem. It's the K1 visa. You had your K1 visa interview on June 24th. Where was that? What country? So it's July 24th today. You've been waiting for 4 weeks. You should have got your visa by now. Contact the embassy and ask them what's going on. Mike A, why wave at me all the way in Peerage? Well, hey, Mike A in Peerage. Peerage is I got the Peerage water tower painted with this word Peerage. Believe it or not, that's another story. Dina Ali is talking to Benet. Bed Garcia, has anyone heard from Jay Baxter? Miguel, Diego, what do I put for question 62 on page 13 of the I-485? Question 62, page 13 of the 485. Well, let's see. I know the phone pretty much. Let me see. Question 62 on page 13. Well, let's find out what we got here, so I can give the answer, so you can get on moving on with this process. Let me see. Page 13, question 62 says, let me see here. What is the size of your household? What is the size of your household? Sponsor, beneficiary will be 2. Sponsor, beneficiary, K1, K2 will be 3. K2, number 2 will be 4. What is the size of your household? It's how big is your family size? Let's wait. I got a commercial running. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not, but that's your family size. I only brought my beneficiary over, but live with my mom and sister. Your family size is 2. Do you claim your mom and sister on your taxes? Or is it when you file your taxes, after you get married, next year you file your taxes, you're going to file your taxes as a jointly with your wife, right? Not your mom and sister. Your family size on page 13, question 62, your family size is 2. Okay? Let's see. GS, hi, Karina and Diego. It's GS. I just spent 4 weeks in Arizona with my veteran sweetheart. Our packet is thick, 600 pages. Well, you're already ready for your U.S. citizenship exam with all that kind of evidence. Good job, GS. And now GS lives in the United Kingdom, in England. Destiny's Room, I pray we pass our K1 interview. You, Destiny's Room, you got this. You got it. Dina Alley, what can they do? What, your U.S. Senator can help you. The U.S. Senators, we pay them to help us, the people. We the people. All right? They work for us. You need their help. Call them up and they will help you. GS, what would you say is the most challenging part of the K1 visa journey? I would say the wait time, and the day before the visa interview. Those would be the two big things. The wait time between NOA 1 and NOA 2. You're waiting and waiting and waiting. And then when you go, and then the day before the K1 visa interview is pretty challenging also, because you get scared because you got the scary visa interview. Those are the most challenging things. But the paperwork's easy. The paperwork's a piece of cake. Dina Alley, what can they do, Diego? They can help you. They can unclog your K1 visa is clogged up at the embassy. Because if a lawyer can't do anything, he said not till it passes a year. You get rid of that immigration attorney. That immigration attorney is telling you bad information. Okay? The immigration attorney wants a year to pass so that you can hire him again to resubmit all the frickin' paperwork and pay him over. Seriously. I want to give you a Mountain Dew salute, Dina, for your patience, okay? Get on the phone, call your U.S. Senator, and ask him or her to intervene on your K1 visa application. Listen to me, okay? If a lawyer can't do anything, get rid of the lawyer. Fire him. Get your money back. Hang out with me, and I'll get you through this. If I can get a person from Uganda to Kenya to the United States without a passport and an approved K1 visa, I would say that was a pretty good miracle, right? Well, I did it. Dina, I'm going to help you. Just listen to me. Destiny's Room, GS, for us, it's the income requirement. Yeah, that can be challenging sometimes, not knowing whether they care about the current or estimated income or past. It bothers us a lot as graduates. I understand that. Destiny's Room for K1 in Morocco. K1 in Morocco is Casablanca, U.S. Embassy Casablanca. They're processing K1 visas. Francois, I wasn't questioning USCIS, Diego. It's the questions from the medical health facility has been going to. I understand. Don't worry, Francois. Get the vaccinations done as much as you can, and whatever you don't get completed in United Arab Emirates, maybe when you go to Morocco, when you fly to Morocco, Hamid's in the United Arab Emirates, right? He flies to Morocco. You meet him in Morocco. See if there's a doctor in Morocco that can finish up the vaccinations if you can't get them done at the United Arab Emirates. Ro Figueroa. Hi, Diego and Karina. After having our K1 visa returned by the NVC to USCIS after it was approved, today it was approved again. Thank you for all your help. Ro Figueroa, we saved your K1 visa, bro. We saved you. We saved you, right? Mountain Dew salute to Ro. And it didn't cost you $4,000. It didn't. You just listened to Diego, and I saved your visa from being shredded and flushed. Kimberly Reviews. Hello, Kimberly. Dwayne Patterson. Hello, my beneficiary received her immigrant visa application at the embassy, and it's ready. What steps should we take? Go pick it up. No, it's ready. You got to wait for issued status. I stand corrected. Karina, she kicked me in the leg. If it's at ready status, you got to wait for issued status. Dwayne Patterson, when he gets to issued status, then you go pick up the passport with the visa in it. Kimberly Reviews, my fiance finally got his interview date this week. Mountain Dew salute. The appointment is in a month. Congratulations. Took a few weeks to get the appointment. Like I said it would. Mountain Dew salute. Dina Alley's laughing again. I trust you, Diego. Yeah. Dina Alley, tell your immigration attorney to go pack sand, call your U.S. senator, and say, please help me get my K1 visa, which is jammed up at the embassy in wherever, and get it going for you. Okay? The senators will help you. GS, thank you, Diego. Take care in that weather. The South Arizona monsoons are scary too. Karina is beautiful. Well, oh, Karina is always beautiful. And she's like looking out the window going, hey, is the house going to get hit with lightning or what? she understands my English too. She's coming along great. Miguel, the house outside question was confusing because on the form instructions it says to include your parents if physically residing with you. Only if you include them on your tax return and you're responsible for them. Your unmarried siblings under 21 years of age if physically. Your household size is you and your wife. It's two. Unless you are claiming your family, your mom, sister, whatever, on your tax return. Cowa, I'm on day 84 and still didn't hear back for the 485 or the 765. Day 84. It took 88 days for Karina. So you're still behind the curve. Karina waited 88 days for the work permit. Dina, can you please provide me the right phone number? I'll call them tomorrow and ask for help. What state do you live in? Don't do your telephone number, you know. I don't have the phone here with me. What state do you live in, Dina? What state? I think it's California. I think you live in California. I don't have the information with me right now. I'll get it for you on the next live stream. Today's Wednesday. So I'll do another live stream this Saturday and give you all that information, and I will help you. I'll get you through this. I'll get you through it. Miguel, let me unconfuse you on the household size. Okay? Your household size is you and your wife. GS, thank you, Destiny. We are in our mid-50s. I wish you well. Anita Mbu deleted the message. Destiny's Room, and you too, GS. Now, GS lives in England, ladies and gentlemen. She lives in England, and she promises me she will go and eat fish and chips because I like fish and chips. I was on vacation in England about, 1996. I went to England for a month's vacation when I was in the Navy, and I ate fish and chips every day. Fish and chips, pickled onion, Jaffa cakes. I was all in. Miguel, 1 second. In Destiny's Room, can the senators help with the consular interview? No, they cannot. You have to pass the consular interview by yourself. Okay? The U.S. Senator is not going to be your consular interviewee. You got to go to the visa interview and you got to pass it. But it's not hard as long as you guys are qualified for the benefit. You're going to get through it. Miguel, for household assets, what do we put if we don't own a house? You don't have to put anything for assets. You put 0. Or you can calculate how much your car is worth and get a Kelley Blue Book on it. Find out if you have a car, but you got to have 2 cars. You cannot use, if you only have 1 car, you cannot use it for assets. If you have 2 cars, you can use the most valuable of the 2 cars, get a Kelley Blue Book evaluation, and then use that for your assets. And how much is your furniture worth, your TV, your computer? What do you have in your house? You can use that as assets. Get a calculation. And Mboob is in Senegal. That's right. Embassy is where I get my interview. June 24th. You should have got your passport back already. Okay. Dina Ali, I'll appreciate it. Dina, I'll give you the phone numbers to your U.S. senators. I'll help you. I'll do the next live stream. I'll do a live stream maybe Friday. Maybe Friday I'll do one. So that you don't have to wait till Saturday, okay? Dina, I love you guys with the best. Wish the best for you, just how you guys give it your time to help others. God bless you both. We are, and you also. God bless you also. We are here to help you. We understand. Nosotros entiendes es muy difícil. We understand this process is very difficult and very stressful, very frustrating, and it's not an easy thing to go through. So Karina said to me when I was in Colombia, put together an immigration channel. Karina's got a degree in tax accounting, guys. She's smart. She knows what's going on. Yeah, it's stressful, Dina. It's not easy to do this. Thank you so much. I'll wait till Friday. Now, Dina, I don't want you to have to wait till Friday. You got your shorts on? Yo necesito mi teléfono. Permiso. Karina's gonna go get my cell phone. Okay, lo siento, mi amor. Karina's gonna go get my cell phone, and then we're gonna give you the phone number to the U.S. senators. Okay. Miguel, if you still own a car, if you have a car note, then you cannot put that under the total value of the household assets, but rather under the total value of household liabilities. Well, what you do is you take the value of your car minus what you owe on the car, and that's what you have. That's what the value of your car is. But a car depreciates every day. A car does not appreciate in value unless it's like an antique. You know, when you buy a $50,000 car and you drive it off the lot, it's going to be worth probably $40,000. And then 6 months after that, it's going to be worth $30,000. And then a year after that, it's going to be worth $25,000. That's why I never recommend you ever buy a brand new car. Always buy a pre-owned car, a used car. If you buy a used car, okay, that's 2 or 3 years old, you've already got the depreciation taken off of it, and you're going to get better value for your money. And Karina's saving us here. Okay, Dina, I'm going to get you the phone numbers that you need to call, okay, so you can contact your U.S. senators, okay? So bear with me. Listen to the big storm outside, because it's coming across the top of our house. Let's see. States in the Senate: California. Who are the U.S. representatives? How many senators per state? What is the term? List of United States senators from California. Okay. You got, I don't know if I want to send, let me see. A list of senators. I'm not the greatest on cell phones, guys. And whenever I Google something, it usually comes back with a bunch of googly goop. So, California, U.S. Senator. Man, I asked a very simple question on my cell phone, which is why I don't like cell phones. It's a simple question. And it comes back with all this garbage. U.S. Senator, right? California. 2024. And it still doesn't tell me anything. This really is pitiful for a Google. Google, you suck. California senators. Let's try that. Nothing. Listen up. If somebody out there got a computer, Google U.S. senators in California, so we can help Dina, help this young lady. Let's see what we got here. United States Senate. Okay. Call this number right here. Call this, Dina, call this number right here and ask for help with your visa application because you're having trouble getting your K-1 visa unjammed. This is the Capitol office in Washington, D.C. No, this is the field office in Los Angeles, California. Senator Alex Padilla. Now, I don't know where you live in California, okay? But call this number and ask for Senator Padilla. And here's another number. You call him in Washington, D.C. This is his number in Washington, D.C., okay? Write this down and then give him a call. Call those numbers and say you need help with your K-1 visa. Okay? Here's another person. Oh, that's it. Try that first. Okay, Dina? Try that first. Dina, that's why I asked you. There you go. Yeah, Google's I don't like cell phones. All right. Honestly, I really don't care for Googling stuff. Did you notice whenever you go on Google and you Google something, then and let's suppose you went online and you Googled Mountain Dew. Where's the nearest Mountain Dew store, right? The next thing I know, my cell phone's getting all these commercials sent to me about Mountain Dew. How did my cell phone know that I was looking for Mountain Dew? Because Google sold somebody the information. There you go. Nothing's private. Whatever you Google. So if you're Googling bad stuff, Google knows about it, and so does the government. So word to the wise. San Diego. Okay, you live in San Diego. So that person, those phone numbers are good. They will help you. Okay. The Apostle. Diego, I've received your K1 FTP, your FTK, your K1 FTP letter on my K1 visa case a long time ago, but no response from Ghana. Do you have any idea? Yeah, Ghana's taken 4 or 5 months to be able to schedule visa interviews. The U.S. Embassy in Ghana is backed up. They're slow. I'm trying to remember the name of the lady. FTP, right? Your FTP letter, your welcome letter from the embassy. Has your K1 visa made it to the embassy in Ghana? It goes to Accra. The U.S. Embassy is in Accra, Ghana. Okay? They're 4 or 5 months behind in processing K1 visas. There was a lady who was in Ghana. Her Ren S. Had her fiance was in Ghana, and it took her 5 months to get a K1 visa interview for him. Okay? And I helped her. I called the embassy in Ghana, and I also emailed the embassy in Ghana to help her. But Ghana's slow. So you said, that yes, they have not contacted me yet. Email them. Send them an email. Check in with them. Or better yet, contact your senator, the Apostle. I don't know where you live in the United States, but contact your senator also. See if they can get in there and get help with you. Destiny's Room, Diego, should we get a lawyer? No, you don't need an immigration attorney. I've been telling everybody that for a year. Since I don't have the tax return, and my mom's tax return is about $3,000 short, so maybe an attorney can help us. They'll take your money. That's all. An immigration attorney help you figure out how to show her child support. Show it on you include it in your I-134. When you fill out income from your I-134, you got to have receipts for the child. You get receipts for child support, right? Don't you have direct deposits going in the bank on your bank statements with income showing child support? Or it's probably listed as something else. How do you get paid for the child support? How does the money come in? Direct deposit, checks? How does it come in? Cash? You can prove it with your bank statements. You don't need an immigration attorney, guys. I'm telling you. They take your money. And there's nothing more they can do to help you other than take your money. The Apostle Dwayne Patterson, the NVC sent the case to the beneficiary's embassy, and the status says ready. What's next? Now you're in ready status. What I would do is submit the GS-160 and see if you can pay the consular fee of about $265. If you're at ready status, email the embassy and ask them for the packet 3, packet 4 email. That's where you get the email where you get the links to schedule the visa interview. The embassy will send you an email saying this is how you schedule the visa interview. Click on this link. Go to US Travel Docs. Pay the visa fee. Submit the GS-160. Here's the list of doctors that you can use to get the medical exam done. So your question is, did MVC send the case to the beneficiary's embassy and it says ready? What's next? Email the embassy and ask them for the packet 3, packet 4 email. Submit the GS-160. See if you can pay the visa fee. Because once you pay the visa fee, then you can schedule the visa interview. And the biometrics. When I was in Florida, Karina was in Colombia. I was in Florida. I got the ready status from the NVC, and the embassy said they had received it in Bogota. I sent the embassy in Bogota an email saying, hey, you got ready status. What do I do? I knew what to do, but I was just making conversation. They said, give us a couple of weeks. We'll send you the information. 11 days later, the embassy in Bogota sent me an email with the packet 3, packet 4 email telling me how to schedule the visa interview. So all I did was click on the link and paid the visa fee, and boom, there was a calendar. I scheduled the visa interview. I scheduled the biometrics. And Karina, she scheduled the medical exam face-to-face in Bogota. She did it herself in person. When you schedule a medical exam in Bogota, Colombia, you got to have the welcome letter from the NVC, the K1 FTP letter, and you got to have the list of travelers, which is sent to you from the embassy. So, Dwayne Patterson, get to work. Get the DS-160 submitted. Ask the embassy for the instructions. See if you can pay the visa fee in U.S. travel docs. The Apostle, I've been emailing them since checking my portal always to see if there's an appointment date, but to no prevail. Got to keep going. Don't give up. You'll get it. Reness was 5 months, and she was on this channel for a year. I helped her go from A to Z, but she got it done. Kimberly Reviews, you're right. My fiance paid $2,000 for an attorney to do the first part, and we had to do everything. They sent us a form to enter our information and told us what to send for support. What a waste of money. Kimberly Reviews, I'm so sorry to hear that you spent $2,000 on an immigration attorney that didn't do jack squat to help you. Don't waste your money, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The only time you really need an immigration attorney, and I'm not saying they're bad. I mean, I'm not. They went to law school. They passed the bar exam. Have they ever filed a K-1 visa on their beneficiary behalf? Probably not. They probably never once brought somebody to the United States on a K-1. They just know how to do it from a book. I know how to do it from experience. 9 years. Okay? You don't need an attorney. The only time you need an immigration attorney is if you are a sponsor with a felony criminal record. You got a felony criminal record, and you don't quite know if you qualify with immigration for the K-1 visa. So you pay a consultation fee with an immigration attorney and say, hey, look over my criminal history. Do I qualify for a K-1 visa? The immigration attorney is going to say yes or no. If he says yes, you go home and you file your paperwork. If he says no, then don't waste your time. Don't waste your time because you won't get a visa. Let me see here. Kimberly Reviews said it was a waste of money for the immigration attorney. Mountain Dew salute for Kimberly Reviews. It's a waste of money. Wandering Terrier. Now, Wandering Terrier, I think you're in England too, right? Wandering Terrier. Terriers, aren't they from England? Aren't they dogs from England? I don't know. I think so. Wandering Terrier, thank you so much for all your helpful information you give. No problem. Kimberly Reviews. What a waste of money. Kimberly Reviews. Then the attorney went on maternity leave. She got a bun in the oven. Karen doesn't know what I just said. Barriga is a baby. Obrigado aqui. Right. And it's a lot of money, she said. I was so glad it was an easy way out. The next charge was going to $3,000. And we did it for free. Why? Because you were on the channel with us. I saved you $3,000, right? Can't beat it. Francois Livingston, Diego, these are the questions they wanted answers for. Place of birth, hospital. I don't know. Where was Muhammad born? In Morocco, right? Mobile number, grade 1 and grade 11 details. Grade 1 school name, grade 1 academic year, grade 1. What the heck is all this for, Francois? What is he, applying for university or trying to get a K-1 visa? That's news to me. And I'm sorry there, Kimberly Review, that you wasted all that money on that immigration attorney when you can do it for free. I'll teach you how to do it for free, guys. It's not difficult. Let me see here. Osam Kang, hey Diego and Karina, could you please tell me after biometrics how many months will the interview in green card? In the summer, about 4 to 5 months. 6 months max. 6 months is in the summertime. It's a little bit slower. Bud Garcia, the numbers I posted, they are in San Diego. Larry and his Thai fiance is in San Diego. They're in San Diego. So they're going to immigration in San Diego. Very good. Francois, what do these questions have anything to do with him getting the vaccines? Nothing. It's totally irrelevant. I have no idea. Wandering Terrier, I am in England. Hey, I was right. Easy E, hi Diego and Karina. Hopefully everyone is doing great. We're always doing great, Easy E. I want more questions. I've answered a lot of questions so far. Mount Do salute for Easy E. Rambling Man Kayadan. Hey Diego, do I use the same alien number for my wife's kid or do I leave it blank? Your wife's child, the K2, did not get an alien number. So you leave it blank. When you look at the NOA2 letter, the NOA2 letter is the approval for your wife to be your beneficiary and her children. 1, 2, 3, however many. But you get one alien number at the outset. So you look at the NOA2 letter and you find your wife now, right? You find her alien number below her name on the NOA2 letter, but the children don't have an alien number yet. They will get that when you apply for the green card, but you've got to apply for each green card separately. You apply for a green card for your wife. You apply for a green card for her child, okay? You got to have two separate green card applications. The child will get the alien number when the green card comes in the mail, just as long as you put together a good green card application. So, did you understand what I just said? Rambling Man, Kayadan, you leave it blank. Rambling Man, Kayadan, I live in North Carolina. Where do I mail the package? Okay, I'll tell you where you mail the package if you live in North Carolina. Let's see here. I'm going to write the address down for you. Make sure you got a pen, Rambling Man. Okay? Make sure you got a pen or a pencil. And this is where you send your green card application because I'm going to write it down here for you. Okay? You got a pen. You're ready. Okay. What are you going to use? A big marker like this or are you going to use a black ink pen? It doesn't matter. This is the address. It's going to go. This is where you're going to mail your green card application. Okay, I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm helping out Rambling Man here, so he knows where to send his package. And this is by FedEx, UPS, or DHL. FedEx, UPS, or DHL. Do not use the U.S. Postal Service. Don't do it. Okay, don't do it. Use a private courier service like FedEx because they make money. And when a company makes money, they don't want to lose customers because when they lose customers, they don't make money. Okay? That's how capitalism works. Okay? Private companies make money. So they do a good job. The United States Postal Service is losing money. They don't make money. So they don't do such a good job. Just my opinion. If you work for the Postal Service, it's nothing personal against you. It's nothing personal. It's just opinion from experience, okay? 7836. Now, this is where you're going to mail your green card application if you live in North Carolina. All right? You got it? Rambling Man. And let me see here. Kimberly reviews. It's okay. A few people told me not to, but we were nervous. I appreciate you both. Don't worry. You're good. MB, good evening, Diego and Karina. Hello, MB. What's going on? My fiance did her medical exam in Ghana in April. Okay. This year, she's now here. She is here now. Is the medical valid for a year? No. You got to repeat the medical exam. Get a brand new medical exam. The medical exam is good for 6 months. But my recommendation is if you don't want to get an RFE from immigration when you apply for the green card, repeat the medical exam with a civil surgeon authorized by the U.S. State Department to give medical exams for green cards and get the vaccinations recertified. Okay? When Karina arrived in the United States of America on January 3rd, 2024, we arrived in Miami. She went to her Border Patrol interview, and then, well, she didn't get any questions. They didn't ask her any questions. They asked me more questions than they asked her. We drove here. We rested up. The first thing I did was schedule a medical exam in Pensacola for Karina to have her green card medical exam done over. It was $175, okay? They redid the medical exam. They re-signed the Form 693. They recertified her vaccinations. They put it in a sealed envelope, taped it, and said, do not open USCIS Homeland Security only. That went into the green card application. And guess what? we didn't get an RFE for the medical exam. Why not? Because we did it over. And it was money well invested. Okay? And guess what? Karina has her green card. No issue. She got it like in 2.5 months. Rambling Man, you good to go, right? Destiny's Room, yes, you had child support statement and the money is direct deposited. Okay, Destiny's Room, what you do is you print the bank statements that show where the money is direct deposited. You highlight those direct deposits, okay? And that is evidence for immigration to show the income. You got it? That's how it works. That's how it works. Most of the time, in this 21st century, banks, okay, accept direct deposits from companies, whatever the company is, wherever you work, or if it's for child support or whatever, it's direct deposit. Okay, you guys send me a super chat. How do I get paid? It's direct deposit. That's how it works. You know, it's easy. And then you print the bank statements and you highlight where the child support payments are coming in, and then it proves your income. You got it? Destiny's Room. Tell me, yeah, I think you got it, right? Rambling Man Kayadan, got it. Thanks a million. There you go. I'm going to give you a Mountain Dew salute, Rambling Man Kayadan. That's well. Now, don't mail your green card application in the U.S. Postal Service. Use FedEx, DHL, or UPS. Pick one. I'm not going to tell you which one to use, but pick one of those three. Okay? And you said you live in North Carolina. You had to have a social security number in order to get married in North Carolina. That's one of the things. There's 50 states in the United States of America, in our republic, and 12 states require a social security number in order to get married, and North Carolina happens to be one of those states. So Rambling Man, you had a little bit extra work to do in order to get your marriage license, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, guys, I've been talking for what? Almost an hour. I'll keep talking a little bit longer. Wait a second. Kimberly Reviews. Yeah, I'm in North Carolina. Didn't know about the social security number. Yeah, Kimberly Reviews. You got to have a social security number in order to get married in North Carolina. Okay? So now you know. You learned a lot on this channel today, right? So what happens when your beneficiary arrives in America? You get rested up. You're going to repeat the medical exam with a civil surgeon authorized to give medical exams for green cards. You're going to repeat the medical exam. You're going to then go to the Social Security office, right, with your I-94 and your passport and the K-1 visa. You're going to apply for the Social Security number. The Social Security Administration will process your Social Security number. It's going to come in the mail in about 10 days. Then you go get your marriage license and you get married. So you got to stop. You got stuff to do. You got hoops you got to jump through right away once your beneficiary gets to America. Francois, Diego, I am really worried about the vaccine issue. Don't worry. Francois, listen. Get the vaccines done, as many as you can, in the United Arab Emirates. Whatever you can't get done in the United Arab Emirates, it's not going to affect his K-1 visa. He's going to get approved for his K-1 visa even if he doesn't have all of his vaccinations. But get them done as much as you can, okay? If he doesn't get them all completed in the United Arab Emirates, in the UAE, our beautiful friends in the UAE, meet him in Morocco. Find a doctor in Morocco that can give vaccinations. Francois, if you can't get him started, if you have got proof and you've tried and you've done everything in your power to get him started and you can't, don't worry about it. What you need to do is find the civil surgeon in upstate New York who will give a green card medical exam, which you told me you've already found, and you need to get the vaccinations in the United States. It just means you're going to be slowing down the process a little bit in America, but make sure you get married within 90 days and you're well within status. You get married within the 90 days on the I-94, that's status. When you land in America, listen up, folks. You come to America with a K-1 visa in your passport. Soon as the plane touches the United States, the K1 visa becomes totally obsolete. Okay, it's like an iPhone 7. You got an iPhone 15. The K1 visa becomes an iPhone 7. It's irrelevant. You go to the I-94, which is the iPhone 15. So you went from the K1 visa, which is now obsolete, to an I-94, which means you got 90 days to get married on the I-94. You get married in 90 days, and you are then in status. And then you can take your time getting the green card process. If it takes time to get vaccinations, okay, it takes time. Just get them done. Francois, you got to quit worrying. You got to trust me. I've helped you get this far, right? We had a lot of fluff on your K1 visa application. It was a bunch of fluff on there, and we defluffed it and got you approved and a visa interview. Now you got to listen to me, okay? Relax, Francois. Kimberly, great, thanks. I'm going to owe you a lot of Mountain Dews. No, you don't owe us anything. You don't owe us anything, Kimberly Reviews. I just want to see you get your K1 visa, okay? You don't owe us anything. But I like Mountain Dew. Francois, listen, we're going to get it. We're getting a few weeks after my fiance lands in the U.S. You're getting married within a few weeks. Yeah, get married within 10 days. Here's what you need to do, Francois. You and Hamid arrive in America from Morocco, because he's going to fly from the UAE to Morocco. He lands, you fly with him to the United States from Morocco. You keep all of the boarding passes. You get lots of pictures in Morocco with his family and friends. You keep the hotel receipts. You keep the dinner date receipts from your vacation in Morocco with Hamid, because you're going to use that in your green card application. When you get to America, you're going to hold him by the hand and walk him through the U.S. immigration, walk into the U.S. citizenship line. He's going to go in front of the Border Patrol. He's going to get his I-94. Takes a couple of days, but he'll get it. Once you get to America, go and speak to whoever it is you're going to speak to get married, and get it going. Get it going. Because you got 90 days, okay? You live in upstate New York, so you don't need a social security number to get married. You can go ahead and get married without it, but start the process. Then get his vaccination started in upstate New York, okay? Get him started. Let me see here. You good, Francois, right? I trust you 100%. Well, we took all that fluff off your K1 visa. We dusted it off, and now you're approved. You got a visa interview September 18th, right? In UAE. Everything's coming together. It's happening. Before you know it, Hamid's going to be in America, and he's going to be looking up at the Empire State Building. He's going to see the Statue of Liberty. His eyes are going to be like big plates, right? Wow, look at the Empire State Building. Wow, let's go eat at Patsy's Italian restaurant in New York City. Let's go see whatever. Let's take a boat ride around the harbor. Let's go on a boat ride on the Hudson River. Let's go check out all the skyline of New York. Do all that with Hamid, and keep the receipts and get lots of pictures and put them in your green card application. Dwayne Bickelman, I have 3 years of tax transcripts for the I-134. That's perfect. Do I also need 3 years of 1040s? If you can, yes. If you can, try not to. If you can, yes, because then the tax transcript is more important than the 1040. Okay, the tax transcript is the official tax return from the IRS. I mean, anybody can make up a tax 1040 and sign it, right? I can make up a 1040 and say I made $20 million when I did it. But the tax transcript tells immigration how much money you really made. If you can back it up with the 1040, that's great. I've got when I joined the Navy in 1982, I've got every 1040 tax return that I've ever submitted to the government since 1982. No, seriously, I do. Look right here. No, look. These are all my tax returns. Right here. This is from 2018 going through 2025. Okay, and then look at this. Oh, that's immigration stuff. Now, I've got my tax returns from forever. Okay, and I'm destroying everything. What the heck? Man, it's not an earthquake. It was me. We didn't have an earthquake. It was me. Okay, but those are my tax returns from 1982, and I'm getting them ready planned for 2025 for Karina's 10-year green card and her U.S. citizenship. I'm sorry I knocked the camera over there. Let's just say it was an earthquake here in northern Florida. Good job, Dwayne Bickelman. Don't worry too much if you don't have your 1040s. Tax transcripts, very good. But immigration, sometimes they ask to see the 1040 also. Sometimes. Depends on the country. Francois Livingston, September 18th. So we don't need to worry about the vaccines to come to the U.S. No. I will most definitely make sure he gets all the vaccines for his green card. Gotta have them. If you submit a green card application and you can't prove all the vaccinations were completed, you're going to get a denial or an RFE. If you try to claim a religious exemption, well, I don't want to get COVID shot vaccination because I got a religious exemption. Immigration is going to deny your green card. Seriously. If you read, some sites that say, well, if you have a religious exemption, maybe they'll give you a religious exemption if you haven't met each other face to face in 2 years, or if you haven't got all the vaccinations you're supposed to get. Don't believe it. If you haven't met each other face to face within 2 years, you're not going to get a K-1 visa approval. Religious exemptions are basically shredded. If you don't get all your vaccinations done for the green card application and you start claiming religious exemptions, you're going to get your green card denied. Just get the vaccinations. Just meet each other face to face in person within 2 years. And Mountain Dew salute to Francois Livingston. Look at that. Francois, you're always helping the channel. You're helping with the Mountain Dew and you're helping me pay for the light bill because I got to use a lot of lights in this office so you can see beautiful Karina. I got a light here, I got lights here, I got lights here, I got lights over here, and I got a fan blowing over here. That's a lot of electricity. Thank you, Francois. Thank you for that super chat. So you're always doing that, Francois. Dwayne, you're good. Miguel, Diego, how did Karina get her degree U.S. equivalent? We had it certified with the U.S. as a company called the Spanish Group.org. All right, I'll write it in here. Spanish Group.org. Right there. For another super chat, Mountain Dew salute from Francois. Look at that. Man, Francois. We appreciate you, Francois. We got Karina's we got her college transcripts. First, we got them translated into English, and then we got them certified. We got them. How do you say? We got them changed from Venezuela to the United States, and she has a degree in tax accounting. And they wrote on the equivalency paperwork, and it was all certified and officially signed and stamped as official. It said that what her GPA is, what her degree is, and all that. And it put all of her college transcripts, all of her classes that she took were translated from Spanish to English. I included that in her green card application. Why did I do that? I also included it in her K-1 visa application. Why did I do that? Well, when immigration in Louisville, Texas, they sent off her package to California, USCIS in California, they saw that Karina has a degree in tax accounting. They know Karina's not stupid, okay, and that she's not going to be in America just hanging out. She's already working. She's educated. If you don't have a degree, it's not going to stop you from getting a K-1 visa. But if you are from India, Philippines, England, France, Uruguay, Paraguay, wherever you live in the world, if you have a college degree from your country get it matched up as a U.S. equivalent, and include it in the K-1 visa and the green card application. It's going to help your case. Immigration is going to say, hey, look at this. This person's got a degree in mechanical engineering. Wow. A huge benefit to the United States. Do you see what I'm saying? You want to make your K-1 visa package as strong as possible. You want to make your green card application as strong as possible. You want to make it so easy for immigration to approve your K-1 visa. You want to make it so easy for immigration to approve your green card that you don't have that when you go for the green card, especially, you don't want to go to another scary visa interview, right? So include all this extra stuff in the package. Let's see. McDestiny's Room. Where's Dwayne Beckelman? Karina's my administrative assistant. I just wanted to make sure you at least have the tax transcripts. That's more important. Thank you so much. You're a help. Yeah, we're here to help you. Destiny's Room. Yeah, I got it. There you go. Good night, Destiny's Room. Go rest. Go watch a video. Francois Livingston, you helped ease my nerves a little bit. Francois, when Karina was at her K-1 visa medical exam in Bogota, Colombia, we missed a vaccination. We didn't know. And the doctor said, hey, Karina, you're missing a vaccination. We'll just do it here, or you can do it in the United States. It doesn't matter. You're good to go. She said, she asked me in Spanish, hey, I need another vaccination. And they said they can do it here. I gave Karina my credit card. I said, go pay for it. Go get it done right now. We're right here in the doctor's office. They have the needles. June. It was $25 for the vaccination that we missed. But she got it done. Francois, you helped me ease my nerves. Francois, you've got this, okay? Thank you. Been stressing about how much of a hard time he has been facing for over a week. No. Francois, if you can't get the vaccinations in the United Arab Emirates, when you get to Morocco, try to get them done in Morocco. If you can't get them in Morocco, don't worry about it. Get them done in America. But repeat the medical exam with a civil surgeon in New York. In upstate New York, repeat the medical exam by a certified civil surgeon. That will give you a brand new medical exam. And then the doctor will say, well, you got to get these vaccinations. Go get the vaccinations and then return to the doctor's office. He will then sign the 693, certify your vaccinations, and you're good to go. It's easy. It's so easy a caveman can do it. But he's going to have some sore arms. I remember Karina's arm, was it the left side, Esquerda? Her left arm was killing her for 3 days. I can't remember what the shot was. Was it for the tetanus? I think it was no, it wasn't the tetanus. It was, what was it? I think it was tetanus. But her arm was dying for like 3 days. Miguel, Diego, funny you mentioned chemical engineering, as my wife has a degree in chemical engineering. Well, Miguel, that's fantastic. Make sure you include that degree, the certificate, the transcripts, the college transcripts, everything. Include it in the application. Francois, I sent the birth certificate and his school certificates and his Moroccan police report yesterday and got the English translation back today from the Spanish group. Francois gets the last word. And actually, Miguel, I'm going to give it to Miguel. Miguel, also, I did my wife an evaluation report, purpose of evaluation, employment, which states a degree is equivalent to a degree from an originally accredited institution in the United States. Mountain Dew salute. I'm out of Mountain Dew, and Karina's telling me to put it in the trash can. She won't let me throw it over my head. Shall I throw it over my shoulder or put it in the trash can? Karina's telling me to put it in the trash can. There you go. Miguel, does the evaluation count as getting an equivalent? Yes, it's an equivalent. Karina has a degree in tax accounting from Venezuela, and it's an equivalent in the United States. So if Karina wants to go get a job in accounting, she will present it as a degree in accounting. Okay, guys. What? Now, Adriana, we can't check out just yet. Adriana Sarango Nunez. Hi, Diego and Karina. You're in Peru, Adriana. You're watching us from where? From Peru, right? Francois, see you Saturday. Thank you for the super chats, Francois. Miguel, because I never sent them her grades, only her degree. That's fine. But I included everything. Immigration got to see what every single class Karina took in university in Venezuela. They saw every class she took. Everyone. And they saw that she has a degree, and now she got a job easily in the United States. Miguel, because I never sent them the grades. Don't worry about it. Adriana wanted to ask if our truck lease can be written on the I-134. No, a truck lease cannot. You don't own the truck. You are renting the truck from the car dealership. You are renting it. You are paying a monthly lease fee, a lease payment, which is a rent. It's like you're renting an apartment. You are renting your truck. When the lease is up, you can either turn the truck in and say, thank you, I'm done with my truck, or you can pay the car dealership, whatever the difference is, and you can buy the truck from the car dealership. But you can't put it on the I-134 because it doesn't belong to you. You are borrowing the truck. Now, if you go to the car dealership and you say, look, I want to buy out my lease, you can buy out your lease and own the truck. Then you can use it. Now, how do I know all this stuff about cars and houses? Well, I sold Mercedes-Benz, BMWs, and Lincolns for, 18 years. Okay? I know the car business like the back of my hand. I know immigration like the back of my hand. And I know how to sell houses like the back of my hand. But right now, I'm doing immigration stuff. I retired from the car business. I'm retired from the housing business. And now I get to hang out with you guys and do this, which is much more fun, right? Adriana, how much time since filling out the DS-160, getting interviewed, can the U.S. Embassy wait? We haven't found an appointment yet. You got a year. The DS-160 is good for 12 months. You will get an appointment, Adriana, at the embassy in Lima, Peru. You will get it probably in the next week or two. Keep looking twice a day. You will get it. Okay? Twice a day, you will get an appointment. They are processing K-1 visas every day at the U.S. Embassy in Lima, Peru. Every day. You just got to find a slot. You're going to find a slot. Let's say in the next 2 weeks, you will come on the live stream and say, hey, I found it. I got my appointment set. It's going to happen. And right now, my appointment is in the kitchen because I'm hungry and Karina's hungry. So we're going to go get something to eat. We'll be back on Saturday at 6 p.m. to continue the live stream with you to get you through this visa process. And Adriana says, love from Jeremy and Adriana here in Peru. And we will see you Saturday.